Hello, hello, it's Koi from Ray of Gratitude coming to you live and direct with a pick a card reading, okay? Hi y'all. So this pick a card reading, right, is about how to unlock your potential. Now I have one of these card spreads on my website. If you're looking for one of these readings, you can gladly check out the links below. I also have a great new product for pre-sale right now that really helps you tune into your creative energy, and tap into your emotions, tap into just a lot of thought-provoking questions that can really tune to get to know who you are. You know, if you are, one of the people that are really into spirituality and starting your journey, this is a great one. If you are somebody that is looking to start a creative project, but you just keep feeling like you're going over a lot of blocks, that's also for you. And, someone that just wants to expand their creativity, this is also a goodie for you. People that are looking for self-development, this is for you. So check out that link below. And I think that this is a great, thank you for stopping by, because this card reading can also help you too. So I like to do a blah. I'm like, whatever. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just all over the place with talking, right? I would like for you to just take a deep breath and pick whatever card is really tuning in here. Is it pile 1 with this lovely part of card deck that I made? Gratitude attitude cards, right? Is it pile 2? Or is it pile 3? All right, so you can pause the video. I'm going to get into these readings right now, okay? So I'm going to start with pile 1. Let's get into this reading, y'all. I'm going to save this for the end, okay, for the advice cards. But let's see. Okay, just give me a second. All right, y'all. I know y'all can see that devil card up in here, but don't fret, all right? So, how can you be better connect with your higher self? So, right now, I'm really picking up there's a need for you to really start moving more. It's like, I don't know, this is wild because this has not happened to me in a reading quite vivid like this. I'm seeing somebody like running. I don't know if you need to exercise more or whatnot, but there's a need for you to activate your solar plexus, open and expand that more. It's almost like a lot of people, I don't know if you've been laying dormant or just a lot of people have been kind of like, these are kind of harsh words to say, but like, are you tired of being people's doormats? That's what I'm gonna say. Because how you can better connect with your higher self is by expressing more, is by actually moving more and doing things. I'm just going to clarify this real quick because I really don't like the words that are coming out my mouth, but I don't really know any other words to say about this. So I do think that there is a need for you to be more courageous, use that bravery here, because there's something that has more control over you, whether it's your thoughts, I don't know if it's another person, but there's something you're holding on to that may even be like suppressed anger. That's why I'm like, I think you need to get active. Anger can be very actually igniting, if that's the word. Like it really gets you, like anger really suppressed, a minimized solar plexus, holds a lot of anger. And at times when it's overly active, you tend to lash out and have misdirected anger towards other people. But a balanced sacral chakra allows you to, not sacral, excuse me, but it can play a part. A balanced solar plexus can allow you to have better discernment, when to act and when not to act, when to say certain things and when not to. just move with more leadership, more confidence, and more understanding of self. You know, if you get me, tap that like button. Let me see. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up here. And I feel like also, like, you need to, like, it's something that I kind of want to say something that's about, like, spirituality that maybe either it's turning you off or turning you on to something, but you need to learn more about this. It's like you're coming to a chapter in your life that it's like, I need to let go of something old so I can really bring in more energy or have more room for something new to come up. And that's a way that you can better connect to your higher self, because I think something's blocking you again. Like, I just think that there's something that you learned in the past. You know, maybe for some it's like you learned something one way and now you're upset that you learned truth about this and it's really got you upset, right? Or it's just like a lot of suppressed anger from, I don't know, certain people in your life, you know, that kind of took your kindness for weakness. And it's just like your emotions are a little haywire. And your higher self is not allowing you, you're not opening up to your higher self to help guide you and trust you, because you kind of can't trust your own emotions right now. It's just very like earth, you know? That's what I'm getting here. So a clear way to better connect with others. I'm feeling like, since this is, it's like go deep. This is the death card, which is interesting. Like, clearly it's not you going around killing people, right? Let me stop. All right, if you're new to my channel and I just laugh like that, know that I'm bugging out, y'all. All right. I think though, like, I'm picking up ways that you can connect with. See, this is interesting. Ways you can connect with other people is by, like, telling truth. But it's truths that have been hidden for a while, so a lot of people kind of are like, huh? It's like truths that no one really would kind of believe. That's so interesting that that's coming through. A way for you to connect with people is bringing something new to the table, though. It's like you introduce new things to people that really get their mind going. You know, it's like you say things that can really help you. It's like you're inspiring people, but then it's like, wow. It's almost like you get people, you say, have some type of conversation, and then they walk away like, wow, like, I didn't even know that. Like, you know, I don't know. That's what I'm picking up here. That's like a really clear way that you can connect with people. I feel like you have like a lot of information here, especially with the Hierophant. Yeah, like I think you're learning something. If you're not, you're about to learn something new that's going to really help. It's like rock people's world almost. Like, whoo, you are, it's like you're reading. I don't know. Like, I just saw a picture of someone reading and, reading through books and really like educating people. This death card does not talk about education at all. Like, this is funny how this is getting picked up, but I do think that it's like a way with words here. And I don't know if somebody sings or whatever, but there's like, you're going to find a way to kind of transform people, you know, and help them get out of their head. That's another message for somebody that can really, you know, like transformational coaches. I don't know if anybody's been looking into that, right? And where can you look for, to where you can look for inspiration is really your own emotions, your own life, how you've been treated, you know, in the past. Because again, like this really feels like somebody that has been taken for a joyride. Like, people take their kindness for weakness a lot. I think this is pile one. This is you here. And I don't know if you're an empath, power one, but it's like you like to give, but people don't give back to you. Four of Wands. That's my sacred space card. I'll take it. Yeah, see, where can you look for inspiration? I definitely feel like you can look for inspiration out in nature. Definitely somewhere near water. Definitely by somewhere near water. Ocean, river, lake, something. And that's more than likely your sacred space. And things will pop up to the surface for you to understand things about the past. Things about your own feelings and emotions, because they run pretty deep. You wouldn't have the death card here if they didn't, as well as the moon card. Like, and I don't know, I usually do not do this in my readings at all, but I don't know if you have a heavy water sign in your like chart or something like that. I don't know, Cancer, Scorpio, but like, yeah, I don't know, you could be an empath. But for one, I do think your emotions run high a lot, and there's a need for you to understand that. And where you find that inspiration, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if you've been thinking about transformational coaching, but a lot of people can learn from you from your experiences, right? Because your emotions really is the antenna. The emotions help protect you as well as guides you through ways that can help other people and tell a story. But this is the thing here. You have to heal those emotions. You have to make sense of those emotions. And it's a rough freaking ride. Because I do resonate with empaths as well. I don't like those labels. I really don't, y'all. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying. And it's very rough and bumpy for empaths because one, our whole lives, majority of us have been told that our emotions are a sign of weakness. And numerous times people have taken advantage of us because of our emotions. You know, maybe we've wore our heart on our sleeves and someone just ripped that shit off, danced on it, and stomped on it, you know? And that's not cool. You know, it's not cool at all. But we also bounce back. And we have to understand our emotions so we can give our self-care, give us understanding on how to rise above. Because we always do. We always do. But you have to really dig deep within yourself so you can be your own nurturer. Okay, Power One? What's waiting for you to manifest your reality? I think there is something here that is really waiting. Like, again, there's some like hidden knowledge. You're funny here, Power One. There's some hidden knowledge. You might have already started scratching the surface, learning something, you know. But you got the juice. You definitely have the sword here, which is definitely some knowledge. You know, knowledge is key to your potential here. Yeah, to you expand. See, this is what's going on here. I don't know if any of you guys are writing a book, but again, like the universe, Three of Wands, and Father of Pentacles. What's waiting for you is some coins, most definitely. What's waiting for you is, you know, family. What's waiting for you is understanding how to reciprocate and, how to receive as well as give love. You know, many times you've given love to the wrong people. Just saying. And I've been there, done that numerous times. But there's a need for you to expand your knowledge and expand your heart. Because, see, when we get hurt too many times, we close this up. And that blocks us from our own love. You know, we wind up telling ourselves, I don't want to ever get hurt again. I don't want to ever get hurt again. But we wind up hurting ourselves by cutting off the right people that we can vibe with. We wind up cutting ourselves off of our own self-care. You know, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Because of the pain that we're still holding in our hand. It's almost like this hand holding the knife. Like, can you imagine just holding this on and now it's like you're bleeding, but you've been holding it for so long you don't even feel the blood dripping down your arm. You know, you don't feel that. You don't. But once you can heal that, you're going to understand, first of all, the power of word. Because some of y'all may be really good manifestors, but kind of blocked off that talent, that gift, if you may, because sometimes you wind up manifesting things and it kind of scared you because it kind of looked like you manifested something negative, you know. But you have a gift with words. I just keep thinking and feeling like you have a gift with words, but you have to be able to slow down your emotions so you can understand them fully. And see, this is something very interesting. This card represents a special gift that you were born with, and I need to understand this before I say anything. Let's shuffle one more time. I'm hearing you know how to go into the depths of some things here. Here goes this Ace of Swords again. I think this is, you have a way of manifesting things. Like the Magician, the Ace of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. You know how to work with people, and you pick up a lot of information from people. I don't know if you're like even a Libra. It's just coming to mind because like Libras, one thing that they know, like most any Libra, they're like people watchers, you know. Sometimes they're stalkers, you know, creeps or whatever, but they learn how people interact in relationships. They learn how human interaction, you know. And yeah, it's almost, I just heard the gift of gab. Like again, it's something with words here that I'm picking up. And you have to watch your words, because the words that you choose to say sometimes can manifest. And then it's like, oh shit, like, did I do that? Like, and it just didn't wind up, it didn't feel right. It didn't feel good. But there's this special gift that you have with like writing or speaking that really needs to open up more. You know, again, don't be afraid type of thing. And how can you use that gift, you know, towards your life purpose? How can you use that gift? I think by creating something like a how-to manual, or like, I don't know. I think that it's something about like coins, something tangible that you like manifest something tangible in your life. That's how you use that gift, by manifesting something in your life. But, you know, I think that you've had experiences where things just didn't really work out for you, or experienced something that just was like, ugh. Yeah, you have this healing gift. Something here. Let's see what your cards are. Creativity enables us to find ourselves and lose ourselves in the same time. Take note of intuitive messages and self-creation. See, you're a manifester. You definitely are here. But there's something in the past that made you scared, and it has blocked this talent, this gift of yours here, right? And we have this Moon card again. There's many different cycles that you go through that are very ups and downs, highs and lows. But when you can understand things more with nature and creating, that's going to help you step into your potential, grow and step into a relationship with your higher self, so that you can have more clarity of what it is that you are bringing to the table. Do you see this? It's almost like she holding either, what are those, crystal balls, or like a pearl. And it's like, this is like somebody looking in the shadows. There's somebody else over here, what I'm picking up. But be the author of your own life. Again, I don't know if anybody is trying to write a book. If you're writing affirmations, you're doing something with writing and creating in a really mystical way. Very mystical. But this also helps heal yourself first. You're going to find that out once you can heal and get over something that happened in the past that really scares you. You're like, what in the world just happened? And it blocked you from this spiritual gift, this creative gift that you have. But this is the thing. It's going to start becoming more aware and more known to you when you start going through your own healing process. Because then you're going to have that moment like, I'm ready. I'm ready to create this. All right. So that's all I have for my pile ones. A lot of words, right? But I'm here for it. And if you're feeling the vibe, please subscribe, like, share, comment below. Share with somebody if you know would really enjoy this. Yeah, and check out my link below. I have products that help people, that want to get into creating and not sure where to start, or really, people that are really going down a spiritual path and not quite sure where to start. Regardless of what label that you want to put on you, know that this workbook that I have really helps expand your mind, your thoughts, as well as your creativity. And it really helps you focus and really be a part of your soul care or your self-care that can be repetitive for, starting a healing journey. That's really what it's all about. Whether it's spiritual, whether it's creative, whether it's, losing weight, whatever. When we start healing looks like anything for everybody, right? It can be anything. But when we start healing, we have to heal within in order to, change our surroundings. And that's one of my new products that I have. If you're thinking about booking a session, please, all the links are below. And again, if you're liking these videos, if you like chakras, creativity, as well as cards, come through and hit that notification bell and like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. I'm outie, y'all. Until next time, peace. Okay, pile twos, this message is for you, all right? I'm going to put this over here because this is for the advice, okay? And I'm just going to go through the message individually and break down what's needed, okay? Okay, y'all, okay. Y'all coming through, closing the chapter, it looks like. So let's see, how are we unlocking our potential here? So, let's start with the first card, the Ten of Swords. How can you better connect with your higher self here? One thing for sure, how you can better connect with your higher self is by raising your vibrations, because I think that you may come from a background where there's a lot of just negative talk. You're used to being in negative environments, being around negative people, gossiping, doing all this stuff here. And it really takes a toll on you, as well as your mindset. There's a need for you to get out of a lack mindset. Get out of, I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy enough. I'm not this. I'm not that. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. And really start proclaiming that, affirmations. Affirm that shit, all right? Affirm it. Know that you are worthy. Know that you are, getting through whatever you're getting through. Know that you are the creative mind mongler. What is a mongler? I don't know where that word just came from, y'all. Let's clarify this. Okay, let's pick these. Yeah, there's a need that, you're very mentally active here. And I got the Six of Swords and the Four of Swords. There's a need for you to take a break. I think that many of you Pal 2s will connect more with meditation as well. You know, there's a need for you to kind of rest your mind. And I'm just going to put that plug in that meditation is not about clearing your thoughts in your head. It's about slowing them down. It's about detaching from these thoughts, meaning, you know, I see this thought, I'm aware of it, but now I'm moving this out the way. When I've given meditations, I do like to say sometimes, picture your thoughts as clouds just passing by, you know. There was a point in my life when I started meditating, my mind was like, it was like a highway with cars running 100 miles an hour. And those cars were my thoughts. All of them. And if we had a traffic jam, God forbid, it was like, oh my God, meltdown time. I started meditating. I thought that it was to clear my mind, right? Most of us do. But it's not to clear it. It's to recognize them and let them go. You know, if you hear or you're thinking about, oh, I gotta cook dinner, I can't relax, this and that. Like, no, you notice that and move that, because one thing for sure is about what can help bring focus in, is focusing on your breath or focusing on something. Your mind has to go somewhere, right? And when you can bring focus, that's why I love creativity. You can focus on something, creating something that can help ease your mind. There's also a need for you to like get away from other people. Like you need to be in a quiet environment as well as a environment that's like little to nobody. I think that will really help you connect with your higher self, especially right now. It may change, but right now, people that are watching this right now, y'all need to step away from any and everybody that's definitely not helping you grow or not in the same mindset as you of where you're trying to go. And there's just a really need to heal the mind here. You know, heal any negative thoughts that you've been holding on to for I don't know how long, but it's okay. There's a need for you to ask for help too, I'm hearing. And really heal that mind, really rest that mind, rest your mind, body, as well as soul. But you have an overactive mind, I feel like, how to. And meditation for sure. I think it's going to be a combination of moving as well as sitting still, because I just want to put this out there too. Meditation does not always have to be a traditional sitting still. Meditation can be like pointillism, if you ever heard of that. Drawing. It can be running. You know, people that take walks can meditate while they're walking. Just find your groove and really find ways to focus and really drown out, remove that negative chatter, because I just feel that it's hard. It's really hard, but it's worth it. It's worth it. I'm telling y'all, it's worth it. Okay, so a clear way to better connect with others. I don't know. I kind of feel like you're the type of person that might wind up connecting with others with their hardships, you know, because you've been so used to being around a lot of people with hardships. I got the Father of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. It's almost like you are that type of person that, like, you know those celebrities that really, like, go back to their hood and do stuff? You know, like, I'm sure whoever's watching this, you really admire people like that. And I think you admire that because you know that's you as well. But the thing here that has been working, though, you've been like this martyr for other people, you know, and this is where this Ten of Swords comes in, where you're overexhausted, you're tired, and you're just like, blah. Like, you just can't anymore. And, I don't know. I kind of feel like the way that you connect with people is, which is funny, it's probably through like money. You know, money doesn't make everything happy, really doesn't. But it's like you're able, I don't know, like you'll be able to put your coins into something that can really help inspire others, or, you know, like a foundation. It's something here like that that can really help you connect with others. And I'm also feeling like, I don't know, like, I don't, is anybody into yoga that's watching this? You're showing like a new perspective towards something. You know, I don't know if it's helping people with even finances, you know, but there's something here that you're connecting with other people is like giving, but it's in a different way. And we have Father of Pentacles twice here, which is interesting. Because where you look for inspiration, it's like you're definitely about that life trying to get that money. But see, this is the thing here. At times, money, you know, people like to say the money is the root of all evil. It's usually because it's tied to something that's very self-serving and narcissistic, or just isn't truly helping the greater of the group, you know. Sometimes it's just like, well, I'm going to use the foundation, for instance. I'm going to give to the poor so I can have my tax write-off, you know, which rich people do at times, you know. If you're rich watching this, no offense, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes people do that, right? Not to help somebody, actually, but to help themselves. And that's the thing with money here. At times, it's like the root of all evil, because a lot of people that have used money has used it in a way that isn't reciprocal. You know, it's money is currency. Currency are waves. Currency goes in and out. It's ebbs and flows of life here. And you know, how are you really serving other people with your money and your time? That's what I'm getting here. So, like, ways that where you look for inspiration, I don't know. Or is anybody from the city? You know, maybe you look through inspiration with like architecture, or I was going to even say agriculture, which is not city life, but let's see. For some, I feel like there's like a masculine figure or a father figure that really inspires you. You know, let me get one more card. Ooh, that's too many cards. You know, family inspires you. Yeah, it's kind of like family, and like, I don't know. Do we have any social workers here that are listening to this? But it's something along those vibes that I feel like you would want to do for people. But this is the thing, like, and the Judgment card still pops out. There's a calling for you to help other families and help children or something. You know, I'm just getting these poor vibes. It's like, what is that? I don't know. This is just popped in my head. You know those commercials on YouTube. Somebody just was recently talking about poor dad and rich dad, and they didn't actually get the whole story. I didn't stick around to listen to it, but I never read that book either. But this is coming through because I think that there's something that you're learning about two tails of the coin here. You know, a certain city and another city. You know, city life and country life, or, you know, poor people and rich people. And you're figuring out ways, again, like I said in the beginning, how you can connect with your higher self. You know, lack mentality. You're trying to figure out ways to find abundance, speak abundance, you know, so you can feel worthy of of abundance, because some people may have been struggling, or they came from a life of struggle, came from a poor family or whatnot, and this is where you find inspiration to really help those that are really not doing well, that have families that are just battered and tattered and broken apart. Some of you do have this father figure or this masculine figure that you really look up to, that, like maybe one of the people that came from the hood, came from nothing and became like wealthy and helped people. That's where you find your inspiration. And I feel that you probably will be doing something like that. But this is the thing, you got to heal yourself first. What's waiting for you to manifest right now? Well, what's waiting for you for sure is there is a cup here that's waiting for you. Four of Cups is all about, honestly, it's about depression. She has over it. Can y'all see? Let me see. Hold on, let me see. It's to, I don't know. She has a sweatshirt that says over it, right? And she's staring at those Three of Cups. But there's something in spirit is trying to give her like, hey, there's a cup here. I want to show you. There's more to the picture here. But you're not looking at it because you're focusing on the problem. Instead of really saying, how can I do this? And stop saying, why did this happen to me? Or, shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Yeah. What's waiting for you is a lot of abundance. It is. What's also waiting for you is to start really feeling worthy. Start loving on yourself first. You might be one of those people that does help a lot of people, but you can't keep, you're waiting to be seen. Some of these, you have to, okay. How can I say this? Because sometimes I come from a family of people like this, right? Sometimes we think that being selfish, like self-care is being selfish, because you might be one of those people in the family that really take care of everybody, including your parents even, maybe. Just maybe, right? And when you come from that struggle life, and really coming from a place of survival mode, you're not, it's not in you to really, pamper yourself, or really check in on your emotions. If you had money, I don't know why I'm picturing like this person, like a hustler, right? It could be any type of hustler, right? And they take care of their needs when they can, but they give to everybody else, right? It's like, I've been hustling since whatever to help for my family. And at times, on my little times and adventures, I help myself. I pamper myself. I'm clean. I'm cut. All that jazz. But you got a lot of wounds. And self-care is not always about physically self-care. Self-care is also about caring for your mental and your emotional needs. Self-care is also about caring for your spiritual needs as well. We always forget about spirit. And spirit comes through and helps us with our soul, helps us with the mission that we came here to do, helps us with putting us back on track and really finding our purpose to, of course, one, give and share, two, to love, right? And three, to do something distinctly purposeful that only you can do and carry out. Nobody else can. And when you start really giving that soul care, all right, you really start understanding a higher octave of life. You start understanding what your life is about, your role here is about. And, some people, I'm really starting to get this now. Like, whenever you're watching this, I don't know, but like right now as I'm recording this, I think DMX died a few days ago. And, like, it sounds so cliche, but I'm really starting to get this. Like, people that have the roughest times in their life really come here to give a lot of love to people. But the biggest test for them is to stop suffering and give to yourself more, give to your emotions and your own spirit more, so you can grow and evolve more to give and shine that light. You know, if you go really deep in the depths, you can bounce back up. And for some reason, it seems like, what did they say? You know, walking angels, earth angels get the hardest task here. So they can finally like spread their wings. I don't know the whole thing here, but it's like you will be seen, but you have to get over something here. You have to get over some hurt and some pain. And Spirit's really calling you to do that. Spirit is really calling you to do that right now. And if you don't know where to start, start with asking questions. You know, I did make a product specifically for people to ask certain questions to help them become more aware of their emotions. If not, you know, if you're comfortable with asking a therapist, a counselor, or coach or whatnot, that also helps too. But you have to know what you need first in order to ask for help. So let's just talk about the special gift that you had. Which I think that your special gift here is about growing and tending to certain things. Like, I really still think that, like, there's certain people that aren't that prosperous or aren't really, because I'm seeing 7 of Pentacles here, and this has plants in it. Look, and then another Pentacles. I don't know if y'all are earth signs up in here, but there's a lot of Pentacles. There's a lot of work for you to do here, like physically. Physically. You have, it's almost, I don't know if some of y'all have a green thumb, but there's like, you have a gift with, you have a gift with growing. And you know how to work. Excuse me, y'all. You know how to work hard, you know, but you have to really find more intentions. You have to bring more intentions. Why are you doing this? Again, like the hustler that makes this money, you know, if you started off doing this for your family and now your family is provided good, now what? What else? Why else are you doing that? You're probably a very goal-orientated person. Alright, I'm going to put this down because a lot is coming out. But, like, you have a special gift of growing something and focusing in on tasks at hand. But I think sometimes you get caught up with helping other people and you don't allow the things for you to grow. You know, and then you get burnt out. And then you're like back at square one, and then you're kind of just like, oh, you know, in this cycle here. I don't think that you allow something to grow long enough because part of you is still stuck in this survival mode. When you can find time to meditate, really focus on healing your mind and your emotions, you're going to get a lot better at this. So how can you use this gift, right, towards your life purpose? You have the World card. You may be coming close to understanding this, or you may be about to start a new journey of understanding more about yourself on a deeper level. But how can you, right? Ooh, I think that you can help other people really work on their dreams, you know? I don't know if I'm getting, like, everybody here is like an inspirational coach. Yeah, it's like you know how to kind of like grow and harvest something. That's what that gift here is. Like, you know how to help. I don't know if y'all come from big families or something, or if you aspire to have one, but you know you're learning right now. If not, started from the bottom, now I'm here type of thing, right? That's that Drake song. You know about struggle, and you're about to teach some people about it in a new type of way. I don't know what it is, but there's something that's been laying pretty dormant with you, and it's like you're going to be able to show people other options, right? Other opportunities. Oh goodness. Let me get one more card, y'all. You know what? Let's not. Because I said that before. Let's see what this has for the advice. Gratitude turns into what you have. A hermit again, retreat and recharge. Y'all are, or I don't want to say Torah, but a lot of people have taken so much energy because you know how to generate a lot of energy. And people take that from you. And then you're just like, oh. Just like you know how to generate a lot of money. Money is energy. Coins. You know how to do that. But you tend to forget about yourself, pile two. Work of art. Be the portrait of divine beauty. Your story is going to be very beautiful and inspirational for many. But there's a need for you to recharge, retreat, and really spend time healing your mental and your emotions, because there may have been something very tragic in the past that has happened to you, you know, and it's like many days have been hard to even find gratitude, right? But this is the thing. We can get out of survival mode when we allow gratitude to turn like everything that we already have into enough. Like we have everything right now. When we can be satisfied in the present moment, that's when we can be like, okay, Spirit, give me more. You know, let me go out and do more. Let me go out and actually let me sit still so I can receive more. So gratitude, again, there's something with your heart and mind that really needs to find balance so you can heal this part of your mental and emotions to really thrive. You know, there's a saying in my card deck here. I think it's what you used to do to survive will not be the same to thrive. I'm chopping the words up, but y'all get my gist here. You can't do the same things that you used to do to survive in order to thrive. You're at this point in your life that you're understanding that, and it's very pivotal when that you can just remove whatever has happened in the past to really take that new step into something new. But see, this is the thing. We all have fear of the unknown. And it may be, you know, a little scary because you're like, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to these type of people or doing these things. But at the end of the day, if you can really find trust within yourself, trust within your higher self, right? That's where that meditation, getting away from people, places, and things that do not give you growth. You can learn from that. You can trust your higher self. You can trust your own self to know that this new beginning is well deserved. All right? Be in the present moment and stay grateful. Because you are that work of art. You know, you've been forever a student of learning. And your story is really strong. I just feel like if you ever tell your story, it's going to inspire so many people. Like, pile 2, you kind of have like this divine masculine energy here. And you could be a female with divine masculine energy. You can. So that's all I have for y'all. If you're interested in looking at my workbook, it really helps you tune in, helps you focus, help you have certain activities that are like creative, that kind of get you in that meditative, in the zone type of thing, as well as questions that can really help you get your gears grinding, you know, and really start thinking, looking within, because that's where the healing starts. That's where the healing starts. You have to be the change that you want to see outside. So in order to be that change, you have to look within. So then in turn, you can change your surroundings. If you're really feeling this, please let me know. Share, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because there's plenty more where that came from. And if you're really into creative healing, you know, creativity, cards, and chakras, this is the place for you. So I will see you next time, y'all. I'm outie. Peace. Not least, my pile 3s. What's going on with you all? All right, I'm going to go down the line with how to unlock your potential. Okay? And then we're going to talk about some further advice to wrap everything up. Okay. So this is going to be interesting. I kind of feel like this is another way of... We're going to start off with how you can first, you know, how you can better connect with your higher self. So we have the 5 of Wands. And I'm kind of feeling like understanding the difference between passion and obsession here. That's what I'm kind of getting. Yeah, like, because I think that you like to start a lot of new things. Wow, 5 of Wands with 5 of Wands. Let's get one more. You like to start a lot of new things, pile 3, but it's like kind of like you don't finish it because it's kind of like, well, you know, I've been there before. Yeah, my whole life. You have a lot of inspiration. You know, you have a lot of ideas, but you tend to start them and really not finish them. You don't watch them grow. You might not have a lot of patience, or there's just a need to really sit still and decide where you're going to start and why you're doing it. When you can understand why you're doing it, it can be the drive of finishing it, right? But if you kind of just do things because it's like, oh, this seems interesting, let's do this, and then it really wasn't like, you really didn't need to do that right now, you know what I mean? Or you was feeling it at the time, but not really, you know? That it's almost like a song sometimes. Like, some songs hit you really good, really deep sometimes, because it's like you needed to hear that right now. Almost kind of like this. Like, if you stumble across this, you might be like, yes, I'm feeling it, da 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 da. But then something else happens in your life, and then it's like, huh, I'm on a new page, you know? And that happens. That's just, I mean, that's life. But again, knowing the difference between obsession and passion, passion keeps the fire burning. Just kind of like this here. You know, the fire dances calmly and understands. But obsession is like a flame turning into a torch, and it starts burning everything down, which can turn into like anger. You know, it just, obsession is not the look. It's not a good look at all. Because it winds up taking away from why your true intentions, your authentic intentions in the first place. Now, if you had intentions to control in the first place, then you're already on the road to obsession. But if you have intentions to flourish and go with the flow, you know, then that's more you know, feeding your fire. It's more of finding your passion. So how you can connect with your higher self is by, one, understanding your intentions and making them clear first. So you know which direction to step and to start with any project or anything. And I feel that you connect with your higher self through creating, you know, because you have this creative idea, have this creative potential, you know, burning inside of you. But a lot of times you don't really quite know how to direct that energy. So let's see, a clear way that can better connect, you know, with others as well as yourselves. Probably this kind of came through. I don't know what that's about. Let's do this. So, a clear way to connect. I think we have another giving pile. I think a clear way to connect to others is something with matters of the heart here. You might be actually helping people. See, all 3 of these messages, I feel like this part here, a clear way to better to connect with others. This is a spread that I'm using, y'all, that I might just have to retire. But I think that this is kind of, I'm tapping into someone's future like energy that you're learning, because I feel that right here, you know, this may spark a nerve, but I kind of feel like what I'm going to say, just like pile 1 and pile 2, is about something you, once you get over something, that's how you're going to connect with other people. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's like you have like these hardships here in your life. And the way that you connect with other people is really kind of helping people get over like heartbreak and get over this like low energy, so they can grow from a place of like, I don't know, it's like you have this healing vibe, you know? I'm just trying to think of how to say the words, because it's like you help people raise their vibration. I think that's what I'm trying to say. You help raise people's vibration, and you do it in a way that, I don't know. It's almost like the Page of Pentacles is here. I think it's telling something like earthy. I don't know if you cook, I don't know if you garden, but you connect with people like physically somehow. Like you teach them. You might even help people like work out. I don't know. Because you have like a lot of energy, pile 3. You're like, let's do this. We're going to do this now. This is how we're going to do it. Boom, bam, boom. What do you need to learn? I don't know. I didn't do this. Sorry, y'all. Pile 2. In 1. I didn't do this for pile 1. But what do you need to learn first? Yeah, it's something like... Because that's what I thought. I'm looking at the Pentacles here. And I'm like... Something with you understanding... It's like understanding how to give in a way. But I think you already know how to give. It's just not like... I don't know why I'm getting lost for words, y'all. It's like the saying, like, giving without expecting anything. But, anybody is going to get tired of giving and giving and giving to people and really not getting anything back. When you purely give with intention, that's almost like the purest way of giving is like giving something and not even telling somebody, right? But like after a while, it's kind of just like, well, you know what I'm saying? So, where to look for with inspiration? Yeah, you wind up getting uninspired, like, because it's kind of just like, all right, like, you're not fucking with me type of thing, like, so y'all just come here to party, huh? Like, because you're used to me always giving, so it's like, all right, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but let me just give y'all a scenario. Like the female that kind of likes to call up the guy that's really like giving because he winds up like, oh, let's go to the bar, like he always got our drinks, like, like, and he does that all the time, and then the time that he says like, hey, y'all gotta buy your own drinks, y'all get mad type of thing. And I think this situation here may be like you could be a girl, you could be a guy, but it's like you're put in these situations because people expect you to do something, and then like you don't want to put people down, but at the end of the day, it's like, hey, you have to do what's best for you. Yeah, like I think that you're understanding your needs and understanding a new way of doing things. Like you're being redirected to turn the page in your life with something here. And I think that there's a lot of people that kind of may be dependent on you, and like almost like the oldest child like feels like they have to take care of people, and it's like, no, you really don't though. Like you kind of have to put that down a little bit. Like, yeah, people can help you, but like you're going through a time in your life where you need somebody right now, and nobody can help you because you've always been the provider, and these people are like, I don't want to say beneath you, but these people are used to using you. These people are used to you providing for them. And right now, it's like you're trying to provide and trying to give to yourself, but it's really a hard time, and you don't know how to express that. You don't. And like you're getting into fights with people you love, people that you don't even really need to be around, like some friends that just kind of outwore their welcome, and you feel trapped. You don't know where to go, and you're just exhausted, and you're just like, I don't know. But this is the thing. Okay, pile 3, sorry for that. My battery died, which was very ironic or coincidental, even though I don't believe in coincidence, because I'm talking about here how people have been using you and draining your energy, whether it's for the wrong reasons or the right reasons. And there's like a mental blockage of you standing up and saying like, no, I have to do what's best for me right now, whether people think it's selfish or not, because honestly it's not. You can't draw blood from a turnip. You can't get energy when people are drained. It just doesn't happen that way. So what's going on here, what's waiting for you to manifest something, what's waiting for you is something in your life that's really turning, that's going to allow you to expand. But you need to really understand that you can't provide for everybody. You can't be everybody's needs. You can't be everybody's go-to right now. Especially not right now in your time in your life, Pile 3. So, let's see. You have to find a way, because it's kind of like, sometimes you kind of just feel like angry at people, and you're trying to do something new. You're trying to really like close a book and start a new one. Like, you're really doing a lot of change here, and you're really feeling revved up, or there's a need for you to feel very passionate about something new. If you don't know what it is, then you're on the precipice of that. You're very close to it with 8 of Wands coming out. But what's really stopping you is it's this mental block that you have to care for everybody, and you don't. You have to dig deep, you have to dig into why you feel like you have to provide. Why do you feel obligated to provide for people? Some of you might be around grown-ass adults, and you're still helping them. They can take care of themselves. They may be a little shaky, but at the end of the day, they can take care of themselves. And I've had a long way of learning this lesson. Because people, it's like they use you as a crutch. And then when you leave, they kind of unconsciously, like, come at you. Like, you're the one that's wrong, but, like, you're only trying to do what's best for you. And now that the crutch got taken away from them, they're all wobbly and want to blame you. But no, they need to take care of themselves. Especially if they're grown-ass people. Grown-ass adults here, right? So, I'm not quite sure why you feel that you're obligated, but you have to figure that out, and you have a special gift. You have a special gift, honestly, of being this leader and negotiating. But right now, it's just really trying for you, because I really feel like majority of this pile, you already started trying to do something new, and people around you aren't liking it, because it's like, oh, look at you trying to be new, and oh, like, first and foremost, buddy, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold up. I've said yes 1,000 times, but when I say no one time, it's a problem. No. And then you, like, now you might be a fire sign, I don't know, but there is, like, you're able to, I don't know if you're an empath, but you're able to read people's emotions. Like, and you're able to read them very deeply. This sounds like an empath to me, But in turn, I want to say this, because this really popped up in my head, that you meet a lot of people that actually are mirrors to you, whether they're showing the dark side of you or the light side. Either or, they're big mirrors, and you get into these confrontations or obstacles because these people that entered in your life, whether they're short-term or long-term, they show you who you are as well and what you need to heal. So, Pile 3, you may be that empath. That's the gift here that you have. And how can you utilize this gift towards, well, I could tell you right off the bat. I think that, though, you do have this creative spur, like I said in the beginning. There's like this creative hunch that you may not have explored before in your life. Or you just may have came from a background that wasn't that creative. If you have came from a background when you were young that is creative, you are going to be able to use that. And your creativity helps you tap into your higher self. Your creativity helps you. You also, like, look, you're really imaginative. This is a high priestess here. You're understanding something that most people do not. You see a lot of things that other people do not. And this is what's going to really bring you self-awareness as well as awareness in other people. And you have some gifts here that really need to be cultivated, but you're not going to be able to cultivate them around the people that you are around. And especially with this confrontational energy, whether people are like feeling like competitive energy around you, or whether people are just picking fights because they feel like, again, like you were their crutch and now all of a sudden they don't have it. They're like, how do I walk without my crutch? Listen, you need to learn how to walk without the crutch, okay? So sometimes when you're in a dark place, you've been buried. Oh, excuse me. I'm like, sometimes when you're in a dark place, you think you've been buried, but you've actually been planted. So I don't know if some of you guys been going through like this dark night of the soul here. And this is the thing. If you've been buried, right? You got to find that nutrients. You got to grow those roots. You got to water yourself so you can be that light and shine bright and tall, right? Because it's time to make plans and focus. Focus on your needs. Focus on the things that you need to do that replenish you, that nourish you, and allow you to grow. And actually also have enough space for you to grow. You know, like if you put a plant in a pot that's too small, sometimes, depending on the plant, it will break the pot, right? But sometimes it just will stunt their growth. And this is saying, face your fears. Farewell to the fear phantoms. Like I said, there's something really deep hidden. Try to remember, if you ever heard of inner child meditations, try that. If you're not into that, do something or think of something that made you feel like you had to be responsible for everybody. You know, sometimes there's like hardships in your life when you were young that make you feel like, oh, okay, clearly I have to step up to the plate, you know? You know, like how sometimes a parent dies and you're like, well, you know, you're the man of the house now, or, you know, or something. You know what I'm trying to say? There's a need for you to look back in reference to something that may be painful, and you may need some extra help with this, because sometimes we're not equipped to really go back in the past because we'll stay in that hurt, and this is why we don't want to go back there in the first place, you know. But there's a need for you to kind of look at that so you can grow from that, so you can stop telling yourself the same story, because it's hindering you. It's keeping you trapped. And it's hindering your growth. And it's very frustrating to you, I know. Especially when you're around the same people that pretty much cause these stressors. But this is a time for you to grow, and a time for you to step away from the familiar people, places, and things, so you can connect with your higher self more. And so you can be more in tune with yourself, your creative passions, your creative endeavors, and your creative gifts that can help you grow and be that abundant person that you're always meant to be. All right, so that's all I have for my pile 3s. I really hope that this message comes through and it didn't get interrupted for anything. If you're looking for a way to start your healing journey, whether it's spiritually, creatively, or wherever, I have a product, my Creative Soul Workbook, which is a link in the bio, not in the bio, excuse me, that's for Instagram, a link below. And, you know, it helps you expand. It's one-of-a-kind images that you can help get into, expand, and focus your creativity, as well as ask you certain questions that you may not really ask yourself, or maybe give you that time to really help with your self-care, because my type of self-care is soul care, which really helps you tap into your mental and emotionals, which most people don't resonate with when you hear the word self-care. You know, we think of, you know, the physical, like helping our body and all that stuff, but what about the emotional and the mental, right? That helps us holistically as well as spiritually. So if you're feeling a vibe, please subscribe. If you feel that this may help somebody else, please share. Please comment below, like, and ring that notification bell. Because if you really like it, what you're hearing, if you're really into creativity, cards, as well as chakras, this is a place for you. And this is plenty more videos like this where this came from. So stay tuned, stay, you know, grounded, and look out for more from me. Until next time, I'm outie. Peace.